Hey guys, back again. This is EJ Uno doing another review talking about the Moto G Power 5G. Now, guys, it's so hard to tell you what phone is new from Motorola and what phone is old, new. I mean, because Motorola don't really change the name. Like literally every time I introduce a new Motorola phone, it's always a Moto G Power. I really do think they came out with a Moto G Power 5G. I don't know. I might be wrong. But Motorola really needs, first of all, before I get this video started, Motorola, please change your names a little bit more to make each phone different than the next, because it sounds like literally when I make a video, I'm talking about a phone from like 3 or 4 years ago. But anyway, guys, this phone is about the Moto G Power 5G. So they have a new phone coming. I think it's out right now because when I look on the Motorola site, it's for $299, add to cart, and it's advertising powerful speed, smooth views. So this phone, I have saw this in different type of Google feeds and everything. But this phone does look nice. I do like the camera module. That was one reason why I wanted to do a video about this phone. So just looking at the phone before I get into the specs, they have the white color Moto, and the front of it looks good. I like the little dot camera module in the front, but it has a big, like kind of a bigger bottom bezel on the bottom. And yeah, I'm really not digging that, really not. But everything else from the back of the phone to the side of the phone is looking really nice. Now, getting into the specs, another thing I wanted to talk about, getting into the specs of everything. Let's talk about that. Okay, so it says say goodbye to lag. So they're using the MediaTek, what is that? The MediaTek 930. And this is supposed to be their power chip. A new. I'm not a big fan of MediaTek's, but I have not yet tried a newer phone that had the newer MediaTek processor in it. People have said the new MediaTek processor is way better than the older ones, because I hope they are truly talking about say goodbye to lag, because any other MediaTek processor I have had gave nothing but lag to the phone. So I hope they are really truthful talking about that. Now it says a visual upgrade. Treat your eyes to a vivid display they deserve. So the phone, it has a 120 refresh rate. For $299, this is everything you get. 120 refresh rate, a 6.5 inch screen, full HD, less bezel, more screen. Now it says less bezel, more screen, but I'm looking at a pretty good bezel at the bottom. So yeah, so they really need to be very, light when they talk about less bezels, because I'm seeing a lot of bezels on the front of the screen. Just saying. Now it says it has a 5,000 milliamp battery. Let me see. Let the light in. Okay, so it says take gorgeous portrait detail close up and filter selfies. Okay, so it's not letting me know what the camera is on the front of it, but let me see. It says you're taking it clear. Okay, the 50 megapixel. I don't know if it's telling me it's the main lens or the front lens, but it's giving me different types of looks at the camera as it takes pictures, and it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. So it's saying more features that the phone will have is it will have let me see. Well, you know what? Let me get down to the specs on here. Okay, so the specs. Okay, first off, it will have Android 13 coming with it. It will have internal storage of 256. The fingerprint sensor will be on the side of the phone. It will have 6 gigabytes of RAM. It will be compatible with any SD card that you put in there, up to 1 terabyte of expandable storage. It will have the 930 processor MediaTek. It will have fingerprint reading and face unlock. 5,000 milliamp battery. 10 watt charging. No wireless. No reverse charging on it. It will have, the resolution will be 24 by 1080 at 405 ppi. It will have a 20 by 9 ratio on it. It will have a 120 refresh rate, but have a LCD screen on it, which is okay. Okay. It will support a 35 milliamp head jack. And to tell you the truth, I don't know a lot of people who are using headphone jacks. Like, I really don't. Like, I know a lot of people are screaming about the phones having headphone jacks, but I really don't even see no phones having. I really don't see nobody using headphone jacks anymore. I really don't. Well, I lied. I have saw one person, but it looks so weird now. It did. It looks so weird. It will come in two different two different colors, marble black and bright white. Now, to the camera modules, it will have a 50 megapixel rear camera, and it will have a 16 megapixel front facing camera. And it doesn't let me know about the rest of the cameras on it, but that's good to have a 50 megapixel camera on the back. Ooh, this is kind of bad. It won't have NFC, which is kind of a bummer. And yeah, so okay, the phone's like a hit and miss, but for $299, they could have put a little bit more onto this phone. Like, I mean, they could have put like an AMOLED display onto the front screen of the front screen. It only has a screen. They could have put an AMOLED display on the front screen. They could have put a little bit more with this phone. They really could. I mean, the camera on the back of it looking nice. The phone looking really nice. They could have did a little bit more with this phone, but for $299, I mean, that's still a good price. But I think they should have added a little bit more into that phone. I mean, tell me what you think. Comment below, because they really could have just put, like I said, they could have put an AMOLED. They could have put an OLED. They could have gave it reverse charging. It didn't even need to have wireless charging, or they could have given it wireless and not reverse. It probably would have been too much to ask for IP68, but hey, that's you know. So they could have made the screen touch from edge to edge, making it the real what they're putting it out to be when they say less bezel, more screen. So they could have made it a little bit more screen than bezels, because it seemed like they got it all backwards by saying less bezel, more screen. So anyway, guys, about to end this video. We're talking about the Moto G Power 5G. So if you want to check more details onto this phone, if I forget to put the link, just go into Motorola and it'll be the first one popping up. So anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll be back for more.